Welcome to a new video where we will discuss one of the engineering design documents, hookup drawing for pressure measuring devices, pressure transmitter, indicators, and switches. What we expect to see in a hookup drawing is explained in the previous video. Link is in the description. Pressure devices came in different shapes and sizes. Our selection for a device depends on the application. The fluid in a pipe or a vessel can be liquid, a gas, vapor, or mixed. Some can be mounted directly on the pipe. Others, which has a diaphragm seal with capillary tubes or impulse lines, can be mounted remotely in a place that facilitates access for maintenance or provide better protection against high temperature, etc. Mounting the transmitter on a 2-inch pipe is one of the most used methods. A bracket is required. There is more than one shape of these brackets. Since the 2-inch pipe stand can be used for almost any type of transmitters, the 2-inch pipe stand details should be explained in a separate drawing. At the temperature transmitters are mounted on a 2-inch pipe between the structure beams. Here, the pressure transmitter is mounted on an L-shaped 2-inch pipe. Another shape of bracket for transmitter, the pressure transmitter, is mounted using the L-shaped bracket. The pressure gauge is directly, in this case, on the vessel. It's mounted directly on the vessel. Please notice the isolation valve. If a manifold is attached to the transmitter, we can mount the manifold to the 2-inch pipe instead of mounting the transmitter itself. Here you can see two types of manifolds together side by side, the L shape and the normal or the standard bracket, which is we used to see. Process connection. It is not recommended to install the device directly to the pipe. To maintain the pressure, do any maintenance for the device, you need to depressurize the line. Installing an isolation valve will not solve this problem. There will be trapped pressure fluids between the valve and the device. So we need to isolate, and then we need to bleed this little piece between the isolation valve and the transmitter. This arrangement of isolation valve and a drain valve can be achieved through piping or can be achieved through manifold. In most of the installations, the first valve on the line or the pipe or the vessel belongs to the piping group scope. It's normally welded to the line. This will prevent accidental removal of the isolation valve, hence something can go wrong. Anything above the first valve is in the instrumentation scope. Your starting points are the device and the pipe connections. This one and this one. Here the gauge is a 1/2 inch male and the isolation valve is 3/4 inch female connections. You can work out whatever in between those two fittings with fittings. You can see here we have, starting from bottom up, the first one is our isolation valve, this is the piping valve, and this is the instrumentation valve. So we can have the pressure gauge 1/2 inch, then we need a coupling which will convert the male to female, then we have a nipple 6 inches 1/2 inch, then you need a T, you need a nipple again, and then you need the drain valve, probably a reducer, and then a plug here. Similar arrangement, you can see it here, but it's achieved by an isolation valve or two-way valve. For some applications, the location of the pressure device with regards to the process connection is crucial for correct device reading. For liquid service, the impulse line shall be free of air. For gas service, the impulse line shall be free from condensate. As such, the mounting location of the device below or above the process connection shall be studied. Please refer to the vendor instruction manual, which will include a typical installation guideline for the gas, liquid, steam services. Steam service requires special consideration. For saturated steam, siphon is placed between the measuring device and the connection to the line. The collected condensate in the siphon act as a barrier between the high temperature of the steam and the device. As you can see here, they have a different shapes of a siphon. In another application, we use what we call it condensate pot. In this condensate pot, you can see the extra or excess condensate from the steam go back into the line. So we have a constant head on top of our transmitter. You need to take care of this in your calibration. You can look at this arrangement. You can see this is our line, the first isolation valve, a T transmitter, a valve, and this is, I think it is a plugged connection here or tube. Sometimes it's open. What's happening, this is can collect all your condensate above the valve. Then you open this to drain whatever comes from the line. If you have a dry gas, normally you have this arrangement, and then you can collect the gas here or you can collect the condensate. For flow, you can see again you have the two lines here go side by side until they reach. In this manifold, you can see those two flanges, kidney flanges. It's very important. Now, you need to consider how you will arrange the fitting, assemble the fitting together. So assume you start from the tube or the pipe, you install this nibble, valve, another one, the T, go down and you go all the way. It's so easy. You will have a problem if you have two T's beside each other. Now, one thing which is you need to address or to understand is the fitting itself. The fitting normally has NPT. NPT is the national piping threads, which is, as you can see, it's here, it is like a cone. So the more you tight it in, the more leakage free the system. The one problem you will face with the NPT threads is each time you take it out apart, when you put them back together, you need to retighten them probably a quarter turn the previous location. What this means, if you align the system, the handle of the valve and everything in a way, then if you disassemble them and reassemble them, the valve probably will rotate another quarter to half turn. Please study the fitting types, coupling, reducers, union, elbows 90 degrees, elbows here, the in like the out, or the in is female, the out is male. Sometimes you will find them is an elbow and reducer at the same time. If you look at this arrangement back again here, we looked at it, and this is, as we said, it's a dry gas. Here we have the problem when you install the first line, there is no issue with the first leg. When you go with the second leg, you can see if the distance between those T's or those, if it is very close, then you will not be able to rotate the second one. So this problem you will see it in many pipe fittings. What we do, if you have this scenario, we go ahead and install a union. There are many fittings available for impulse lines. Please study them prior to design your hookup drawing. Compression is different than the piping and so on. For application where a diaphragm seal with a capillary tube is used, please pay close attention to the measuring device location. Look at the codes and the standard. You may find some requirement. This is a recommendation from API as a recommendation practice to have the tubing, or as they said, you can see here, they put that alternative arrangement manifold bulb. Here we can see an example, an actual hookup drawing, which has been developed for pressure transmitter and pressure devices. So it's exactly the same as a pressure transmitter or pressure gauges or pressure switches. You can see in this area you have the device, the demarcation, and also the numbering. So all you have to do is remove this piece, the transmitter, and replace it with a pressure gauge. And then here we have a note, whatever note you wanted to have, and then we can have the scope, the description for the fitting, and the model number if you need it, and then you get the scope, who is going to supply this fitting, field contractor, site contractor. Free issued to the site contractor is company 1, company 2, and so on. And sometimes you have the manufacturer of the device, the model number, and then if you can see here we have some tags. For this project, which was a very small project, we have only 2 items for the pressure transmitters. We include the tags here. For bigger project, when you have thousands of hundreds of transmitters, we include the hookup drawing in the instrument index against each tag, so you will know which instrument goes with which hookup drawing. So thanks for the share and the like, and see you in the coming video. We will discuss in the next one the differential pressure transmitter installation or the hookup drawing, and also the temperature transmitters.